So let's start. Now, we'll be reading together a book called Familia Romana. It's a Latin book, in case you couldn't tell. Now, I'll be reading the book and sort of explaining the grammar as we go. So, Esne nilus in Europa, nilus in Europa non est. So first of all, what does this mean? This means, is the Nile in Europe? So, and the NE is what makes this a question. As you can see here, I've put a little grammar box by the side to make it a bit easier for everyone, mainly for me. But it basically turns a statement, so a normal sentence, into a yes or no question, right? So without the NE, it would have been like, the Nile is in Europe. And now it's just, is the Nile in Europe? And they've replied with, no, the Nile is not in Europe. Quick side note, so in, it's exactly the same as in English, right? It tells us the location of something, but it's with a little bit of a twist. So what follows, so the location, in this case Europe, will be in ablative. It's also right here, as you can see. It's an ablative, right? And you're probably like, Sophia, what is ablative? And I'll tell you later. It's not that important for now, but just memorize it. Just remember it for now. Keep it in your mind because it's going to be very important later on. So, let's continue. Ubi est Nilus? Nilus in Africa est. So this is just, where is the Nile? The Nile is in Africa, right? Ubi is where. Rhenus ubi est. Rhenus est in Germania. So this is just, where is the Rhine? The Rhine is in Germany. Now, as you can see, these two sentence orders are kind of different. And that leads me to my next point, right? So the word order in Latin is very flexible, right? You can see here. So for example, Rhenus ubi est equals, so it's exactly the same as ubi rest Rhenus. So it's exactly the same. So if you see ubi or some other word in a totally different position than where you're used to, don't worry about it. This means the same thing, okay? Don't worry about it. Now, Nilus fluvius est. Rhenus fluvius est. Now, fluvius just means river. Yeah, as you can see here, river. And yeah, we're done. Next page. Nilus et Rhenus fluvii sunt. So 2 points. What is fluvii? Now, we know fluvius is a river, right? A river. Now, what is fluvii? I'm going to give you a second to guess. Okay, so fluvii is basically rivers, yeah? In case you haven't guessed, it's rivers, yeah? So fluvius with the US is a river, so that's singular, and fluvii is just rivers, that's plural, right? So you just get you get rid of the US and just add an I. Now Latin does this a lot, so they change around endings. So you're just gonna have to memorize this. Seriously, you have to memorize it. Now, Danuvius quoque fluvius est. So this is just, Danube is also a river, right? Quoque is also. So the Nile and the Rhine are rivers. Danube is also a river. Rhenus et Danuvius sunt fluvii in Germania. So this is just the Rhine and Danube are rivers in Germany. And Tiberis fluvius in Italia est. So this is just, the Tiber is a river in Italy, right? So sunt is are, yeah. Est is just is, in case you couldn't tell. So yeah, we're done. Now this is very short because this is chapter 1.1, right? So this is sort of like an introduction to the entire book. Chapter 1.2 is going to be significantly longer. So yeah, hope you enjoyed and hope to see you soon.